welcome to our next video. We'll be showing you how to clean the chainring and the chain and the derailleur. In our previous video, we have showed you how to clean the rear cassette. So let's focus on the other parts. Okay, here we have the degreaser, the lubricant, and a couple of pieces of waste cloth. Okay, so let's go on to it. So clean cassette like this is what we want if we start working on the chain or the chain rings, right? Okay, so we're going to start working on this. What we need to take care is that while using the degreaser, we do not want the degreaser to get into the bottom bracket and into the hub. So let's make sure that we cover the bottom bracket with a piece of cloth which we're going to put around this place, so that when we spray the degreaser, nothing enters into that. So here you made this part pretty safe. So you can just run it around this area, so that when we spray it, it does not enter into the bottom bracket. So what we need to do first is spray the degreaser onto the chainring in a very light manner, and the rest of it onto the piece of cloth. Okay, so do not spray it all over the chainring. We don't want to make it too. We don't want to waste it. Neither do we want to use too much of it over the chainring directly. Like I said, we don't want it to get into the bottom bracket. Okay, so all you have to do initially is just hold it onto this and start moving your chain in the opposite direction. Okay, so try and take a clean piece of cloth where you don't have thread pieces entering into the chain or the thread derailleur. Okay, if you have to repeat this process repeatedly, then it would become much easier for us. If in case you do not have a stand where you can mount your bike like this, then I suggest you can just turn your bike upside down and do the same procedure. Okay. So it's pretty easy actually to clean your chain or actually maintain your bike if you have a stand on which you can work upon. So a work stand is always convenient. So now we are going to clear derailleur. So all you have to do is just make sure you hold it lightly, the cloth which has degreaser over it. Just hold it lightly onto this. Just keep rolling your pedal slowly, and that is going to just take care of this very easily. Carefully keep rolling. So you can see that this part is now completely clean. Similarly for the upper one, like that, and this is clean, perfect. Right, so now let's move on to the chainring. Just have to hold it onto the chainring here, where the chain does not come in contact with the chainring. Right, that's it. Move this close to make it a little easier. And for the inner chainring, just hold your hand on the inner side. Just keep holding it slowly. If you need a little more of degreaser, you just spray it onto the cloth. Do it all over again. Right, or let us take another round over the chain so that we have it neat and clean. Right, perfect. Good enough. This is good enough. So now we are gonna do the chain, and this is a very simple process, and we would recommend that you use a good all-season lube, or what you could do is use the one which suits according to the weather that you are currently going through. So you have the wet lube, the dry lube, or one of the all-season lube like the one that I'm using now. This is the all-season lube. So you really do not need to put too much of it. You actually have to put in just 4 to 5 drops every time you are actually passing through this point, and then make sure you shift it onto the next chain ring. Good. So there you are. Always do a couple of them again. Another 4 or 5 of these, and this should be fine. So now all you need to do is make sure that you gradually move on to the next ring on your cassette, and then again drop in a few of those, and repeat this process till you have actually lubed all the rings. So this is how gradually you make sure that all the rings are well lubed. About 4 or 5 of this should be good enough, and there you are. It is also a good procedure to lube your chain at this point, so that while you are rolling your chain, you can keep shifting and keep going to the next string, and gradually drop in 4 to 5 drops of lube and chain it all over, and lube it all over the chain. I suggest that you use all-season lube rather than trying to use one which is wet or the dry one, so that you don't have to stock too many of them. Also, it's a good procedure to lube your chain once in 20 days, but it's quite necessary that you make sure that before you lube your chain, you clean the cassette, your chain rings, and the chain, because it's only going to make things worse by just lubing it very frequently. What would happen is you are going to just gather too much of soot over the chain, and that would just spoil the cassette, or the chain would keep slip often. So thank you for watching this video, and we hope to share more with you in coming days. See ya.